Dana Barrett asked Dr. Venkman, why do you like being a Ghostbuster? He replied, same reason I asked you out, 'cause busting makes me feel good.
Ugh, that's tasteless.
No, ma'am, that's tasteless.
Movie review, bitches!
Honey, making lots of money. You are my nasty girl. And I want some of the lyrics. I don't know. Aces and Jason movie review of Sex Drive. I am Jay Chowder. We got Bone.
I just beaved a family of 4.
Slopdog.
Rumspringer! Woo!
Oh man, oh man, Rumspringer. Oh my god. Anyway, so this is the movie Sex Drive. You may be familiar with it, you may not. This is one of those movies that is, as Slopdog was just saying, it's a hidden gem, dude. Like, it's a movie that you kind of, if you see it, you'll look past it because there was really no trailers, really not a lot of like promotion for this movie. So if you've seen it when you went to the video store to rent it, or you see it online and streaming, you kind of just go Sex Drive, all right, and just go through it. That's one of those B movies, whatever the fuck. It's like one of those gems, though, like HBO, late night, you didn't even know this movie existed. It comes on, and you watch it, and you're like, this movie is a fucking masterpiece. It is really good. I can't say enough about it. If you haven't seen Sex Drive, shut this off, go watch it, and come back and listen. If you've seen it, hang around and listen, because you're going to feel like us and go, oh my God, yes, that part in that movie. There's so many parts of this movie where you just go, oh my God, that's great. I didn't expect that to happen. That's fucking great. So this movie's about a kid, like any kid. He's just horny. He's horned up. He's looking the fuck. He's got a best friend who's got all the right moves. He's got a girl who is also a friend, but it isn't his girlfriend. And there's kind of some mixed romance there. But like they know it, but they don't know it. And it's just really good. So, and then he keeps trying to fuck. He can't fuck. He's just like, he can't, nothing breaks through for him. So he's talking to this broad online, and she's like, hey, come meet me and we'll fuck. And so like his friend's like, we got to go meet this bitch. And then so they fucking get in the car, and then they're off to fuck this broad. And so him, his girl who's a friend, and his boy who's a friend, they all go together and they go on a road trip, and then hijinks happen, and it is fucking a great movie. Like, I love it. Like, they tell the girl who's a friend who's coming over, that they're gonna go see grandma because her foot's hurting or something. She got cancer in the foot or something. So they're gonna go see her because they don't want to tell them to drive her across the country for the kid to fuck. And this girl's always cock blocking him. Even though she says she doesn't love him, she's always, as the friend puts it, twat blocking him. And so he's just like, yeah. And so then later on the movie, I love it when they say, like, you got to go visit grandma. Like, yep. And then that now means
you should have
sex.
married grandma years ago.
Oh. His brother thinks he's gay because he hasn't fucked yet. His brother's obsessed.
It was like, he told this girl online, like when he puts this profile up for her, like she's some like super hot looking girl. So he puts like this beefy guy with like football pads but shirtless, and he just like really badly superimposes his face on it in front of his brother's car, which is like a Mustang or something, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like this. The Judge. It's like
the Judge.
What is
it's
that?
a really nice GTO,
like a Charger or something. Yeah.
Yeah, get your dick hard for your car guy.
None of us are cars.
But clearly, I don't know. It's got a thing and a shimmy. It's got a Hemi. I don't know.
I don't know.
You got a car? Nope.
I just remember it's a 1969 because then she's like, "Oh, I like 69," and he's like, "Oh," like chokes on his sandwich, whatever.
Yeah. So he has to steal his brother's car as well.
And his brother, who's obsessed with him being gay, always says a gay slur and stuff like that. You know what I think is funny? We were just talking about that, I think, in the last episode, how our uncle thought I was gay because I didn't have sex until I was 18. He's like, "Oh, we thought you were gay." And I'm like, "You motherfucker."
Did you guys realize he mentions Dateline too at the beginning?
Yes, I heard that.
Like, to card. He's
tonight,
like, "Oh, you know,
on Dateline."
He's like, "I've been talking to this girl online," and he's like, "What do don't you watch Dateline? That's probably a dude that wants to do you in the tailpipe. And he's like, but you'd like that because you're a homo.
This is my
dressed as like a donut with like what a Mexican like a mustache. He's like, you look like a Mexican butthole. But then come to find out, where like they go through all this stuff, his brother is so homophobic. Turns out, right in the other movie, is gay. Like he comes out at the dinner table, and his dad flips plates over because he's so angry. It's gay.
Yeah,
and he's like, then my dad finally. No, then his dad was like, finally came around, and they gave him like him and his boyfriend a thing. He's like, and he only says faggot now during rough sex. I love
through the
rough sex. I just picture him fucking his boyfriend or getting fucking like, you like that faggot? You like? That's so
This was my first time ever watching this movie, and I caught that he was saying all the homophobic stuff all through it, but I didn't click to the end that he was gay, and then when I watched it the second time, it really like hit where it was like everything he was saying was really gay.
Yeah.
Like when he was just like, everybody's got some, got a fantasy about a man, but you gotta push that down.
Push that down. You gotta push it down. He's cutting his dick with a razor because he's fucking upset. He wants to fuck a dude. His dad's reaction at the table makes me laugh every time.
And the two kids in the other car that, are in the Trapper Keeper car, but that want to party with all the other girls. I don't know, they make me laugh. And I love it when he's like, we brought some lotion for your tits. And then it's like, just click. Oh my God, it makes me laugh every time. Oh my God.
Finally, they're going to fuck, they just roll up the window and scared. They're like, oh God.
They're like all afraid.
Dude, as they're going through, right, the judge breaks down. If you can see, did you see Bones' notebook? He always draws like a little picture on there. And he drew this picture because she's like, oh, it's not my brother's car. You got to piss in the radiator and it'll work, right? So they're all pissing and they ain't got enough piss. So they say to the girl, now you got to piss. So then it just shows a family of 4 driving by, nice family. I don't know, this came from church, drives by everybody. And it goes to her standing on the hood open, her standing on the car, on the hood, just pissing into the radiator, and it made me laugh so hard. And the family's there, and the kid takes a picture, and that's when she says that line that Bones said, I just showed a family of 4 my beav or whatever. And
I just beat the family of 4. Yeah.
But just a girl who's supposed to be proper just pissing into radiator. Imagine going by that. What would you do? What would you do? You stop and keep going. I don't know what I would do.
This movie was made at the perfect time because it was 2008. I think
right
if this
before
movie
all
was
the
made,
shit.
if this movie was made in 2009, 2010, this would not have been made. This was right at the end of it being okay to say and do all the stuff they did in this movie. Like this movie could have been made in this movie had such a 90s feel, it was ridiculous. Like it didn't really have the 80s comedy feel because it wasn't slapstick enough.
What?
But it was like 90s where you really had like those teen comedies that had a little bit of like seriousness to it at moments and like a little bit of drama and a romance. And this was perfect. This felt like more of like a 90s film. But 2008 was it could not have been made later than this.
And this is so horseshit. Dude, we're making shit now. We're making stuff. We're making that fucking High School Nights one day. I'm making that cartoon, man. Like I said, I originally wanted to call it Let's Fuck. We're putting shit in there. We're putting cartoon titties in there. We're putting fucking in there. We're putting language in there. It's fucking happening. Fuck you, woke world, you cunts. You fucking pussy motherfuckers. Like, that's fucking bullshit. It's just comedy. And I get angry. And,
I got a question. Have either of you done or had done to you a rolling brownout?
No.
No! Oh my God! When he's just
brown.
like,
no, not brown.
I've had a girl suck me off with ice in her mouth, which is kind of like the peppermint patty thing, right?
Peppermint patty,
sensation.
wasn't it?
I think so. Not with my dick. And peppermint Sadie with my dick. And but they fucking she does that, and then she's like offers her the rolling brown out, right? And he's like, oh yeah. And then he realizes that she stands up and turns around. He's like, no, nothing brown. She's gonna shit on him. She doesn't even have an angle. She's just fucking going splatter on this motherfucker. Yeah. She's fucking.
I love when he runs out and he's naked and he runs by the kid. The kid's like, waiter.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you this. I just had some soup on the stove from last night, but it was a little chilly here, so I left it on the stove. But I did just have some before this podcast, so I may, if I abruptly leave, I'll say it. I'm going to leave, but I may have to fucking shit. Like it's either going to be the soup was good, all right, it lasted, the cold was good, or it went bad and I'm going to have massive diarrhea. I'm not 100% sure which way the coin's going to flip yet, but we shall see. So I can hear the rolling brown coming through, and that'll be me on my bucket. And if it went bad, but so far so good. Did you guys ever do that? Chant something overnight, like you leave pizza out overnight or something? You're like, I don't know, I'll have some for breakfast.
Not in years. I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? You're rolling the dice. Like, will I shit my pants later or not shit my pants later? We'll see. And
like 50-50.
Yeah. That's the point. But there were the cameos, like the guy who was hitchhiking. Fuck, he was in Anchorman. He was in a bunch of other stuff. Yes, he's the manager. He was the manager in Waiting. Is it Dave something? I can't remember his name. Fuck, I'm so sorry.
I don't know his name either, but I know who you're talking about.
He's not listening to the podcast. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
We'll tag you, buddy. And he's like, I don't give a fuck now. But then like Seth Green's in it. The guy from the Sonic, James Marsden's, the brother who's talking about being a fag. Like he went on to do Sonic, you know. And like I love Seth Green's Amish character who loves sarcasm and just a dick, but it's great. And then they have that
talking about
the kid from
the ass with the roll of quarters.
Yeah, he's like, yes, gonna go to the bank, get $10, because they're like, what happened, buddy? Now you're gonna go to the bank. He's gonna exchange a $10 bill for a roll of quarters. Then he just got to fuck me in the ass with a roll of quarters. Why would that happen? I love the detail. He expands on it.
And then he picks the box, and the box is stuck on his foot, and he's all like losing his mind.
Yeah, they're just like, hey man, relax. The Amish people, and like they have like the Amish girls gone wild and stuff. But the thing you think about is like they're Amish, right? Yeah, they might be bathing and stuff, but they're bathing by buckets and stuff. So you can tell me that they're gonna be like, we got one night to go wild or 1 week to go wild. I hope you're washing your puss up first, because I hope you don't bring that Amish push to the party. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to eat that fucking thing's all dank? Ugh.
And of course, it's Fall Out Boy. That's the band that plays in the.
Oh yeah, so very 2000s.
Yes.
Dude, the fucking Amish guy trying to get them to do some work. Hey guys, there's some work that can be done here. And,
I just love that Seth Green said one of the major things he misses sarcasm. So he's always just sarcastic with dealing with everybody that's not Amish. But everything, it's such a funny bit. Oh, and the ass fucking.
And the ass fucking. All right. Sarcasm.
And I like the part in the end that the two girls are fighting, and then it's like they're all happy. They all like stop and watch them fight. And then they, like the two guys, the two kids that want to party, they touch tips. Did you notice that? Like they.
Yes.
It makes me laugh because it's so ridiculous.
I watched that with my son, believe it or not, who like watched it because I mentioned they were like, oh no, because you say sex drive, they think it's like an adult. I'm like, no. And I think your son was on the phone, Slopdog. He's like, no, I've seen it. It's funny. He's like, it's not about. There's no sex in it. He's like, it's just a comedy. And so my other son was like, maybe watch it, but I actually watched with my younger son. And when the two kids touched tips, he was like, are they gay? I go, I don't know, they might be, but God bless them, right? And
dude, going back to that. I was gonna say, going back to when he was wearing the donut suit in the beginning, and they go over and ask where the fucking Gap is, and they just put a fucking big black dildo on the front of him, so he's walking around with like this big giant dick and balls, and he has no idea. And he's like, donuts, get 6 donuts, 6 free donuts with the Bandito's dozen. And he walks over to that parent with like the kid who he's tired of his little girl's shoes. He's like, I got something sweet for your daughter.
got something yummy for you, or something. Like
I got something yummy for your daughter.
Gets his ass kicked. And I love it when he's talking. He's like, and he's still moving the mouth when he's mad. And his friend's like, why are you moving the mouth? He's like, oh, it's a force of habit. And at the end, when he's got the gun and he's yelling at everybody, he's still moving the mouth.
When they shoot his arm off, when they shoot the arm off the thing, and he's like, Jesus Christ!
Yes! And even in the cat fight, the guy he's got the gun pointed, who is Dave Sheridan. He played Doofy in the Scary Movies. First Scary movie. And he was on the show Buzzkill back in the day. Anyway. But
drop the gun, Donut Man.
His eyes are still like looking like when there's a cat fight, like you see his eyes like fluttering to go to try and look at the cat fight. I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. Like, I thought it was a good movie. It's like it's a hidden fucking gem, dude. It's like you watch it, you go, how did I not, like? Don't remind me.
How did I miss this? Yeah.
Yes. Slopdog told me about this movie. I remember going, okay, I'll get to it. But like, I didn't have an urge to watch it, you know. And then Slopdog kept going, hey, did you watch that movie yet, you cunt? I've been fucking telling you about. And I'm like, no. And she's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then one day she held a knife to my throat, so I had to watch it. No, I'm kidding. And, no, one day she's like, you gotta watch it. So one day, like, I was bored, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll watch that movie Slopdog's talking about. But what makes me laugh is why I didn't believe her, because Slopdog and I like a lot of the same shit. So I'm like, why did I watch? And I watched it, I was like, Slopdog, this movie's
AKA guys.
How dare you? And I always say faggot, they're rough sex. And
and I like when the guy, like, when his brother comes back and he's all pissed off, he realizes that the car's gone, and he's like beating up the garage door, and the guy's like, hey, Evil Knievel, you left your bike on the road. And the click goes after him, and he like runs away.
Look, it's just a pile of chaos behind him. And, oh my god,
he's such a good character. He's so angry. He's angry and so dude bro, and just says such like homophobic and like gay things through the whole film. You know, like you just think he's one of those guys. Like at the end when he's gonna take back the car, and it's like tells his brother's like, I think I'm gay. He's like, fine, you take that car, you go have sex with that girl. No brother of mine's gonna take it in the chili ring.
Yeah, he's like, no butt sex. And then he tells her,
but not up so.
Oh, another movie we should do on here that Slopdog told me about, and I never watched. It took me a while to watch it as well. And now from now on, somebody said you should watch a movie. I'm going to watch it because Mike and Dave need wedding dates.
Need wedding dates? Oh my God, that movie too.
Bought that movie for $1 at the dollar store. Before it was $1.25. It was just $1. And I got the code, and I put it on my Vudu, and it was Mike and Dave need wedding dates or whatever. And I never watched it. And I finally watched it, and it's the same thing, kid. You'll love it. It is like a great movie. It's up there with Sex Drive. It's up there. It's a movie you can put on to just feel good. If you just want to feel good, and you don't even want to, like, once you've watched Sex Drive, it's a movie you can put on to go to sleep to it. You can put it on to, like, just have it in the background if you're just doing dishes or some shit. Like, it's that kind of a movie. It's like, it's in, if you got a top 10, it's in there for sure. And
the part with the abstinence too, where he takes the abstinence pledge.
Holy shit!
That's a boner. The way his friends are laughing, at him makes the scene for me, because he's like there. The girl he thinks is hot, she brings him up. He doesn't know it's abstinence, and they're like, "Look behind you," and he misses it. They're loving that he missed it, and then this girl comes up. She's all pregnant, got fucking tore up by her boyfriend or whatever the year before, or 9 months earlier, or whatever. And he's looking off to the side, and all the girls didn't go in the back. They're just undressing on the side. She's looking at all these on the side. And so as they're telling this horrible story how this bitch isn't married, and she's like getting a baby, and like they're up there talking about don't have sex. He's getting a boner. He's getting a boner, and then he calls him out.
Yeah, not just a boner, but he's looking like past her, but it looks like he's looking at her while she's telling the story and just leering. This grin is just of lust. He's just like, pretty mouth. Oh, yeah.
You know what's good about if they're pregnant, you come in them again, they're not getting another baby in them, and then you know that ain't your baby, so just come away, right? Fill that bitch up until she leaks out, you know?
Like a donut, full circle, the Bandito's dozen. Maybe that's what the Bandito's dozen is.
The fucking filled up. Yeah. You know?
Oh, his brother, the very beginning, the younger brother is like with the girl that he liked at first that worked at the donut shop. Remember she showed up at the house? And he's like, my 14-year-old brother? You know he's 14, right? And she's like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, dude, smell my fingers. And he's like, oh, did you get the right hole? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah. Like he's like, yeah, smell my fingers. And he's like, okay. And it smells his brother's fingers. He's got to get the right hole. He's like, yeah, I did. It goes up the room, probably to masturbate. I don't know. And but yeah, we guys are talking about the mom was a stepmom, right? Like she keeps trying all this stuff, and then
poor woman.
Yes, you know, like when he has a wet dream, right? And then he goes to throw those underwear.
Oh my God.
The underwear.
Like Slopdog had said earlier. Say it, Slopdog.
Oh, the noise it makes when it hits the floor.
Yeah.
Oh. So
it's
been wet
how
in
much
bucket.
semen was in those underwear? Like I remember those days though. Like, you know, I'm not an 18-year-old kid anymore. I can't produce a bucket of semen like I used to be able to. Like I remember those days waking up when you're like 14 and like you just had a nice dream and you wake up and you just look like, did I piss myself or did I come?
Right. You felt the front of those jammies. It's all caked in your pubic hair and shit. You just got to do your best to not show anybody you're an animal, and just like
hopefully you didn't have the wet dream too early in your night because it's just dried up by then and everything's stuck.
You're like peel it off of you like a fucking burn victim.
Burn victim. Oh. But I like too how he's like trying to get his blanket off, and he's all like messing with him, the older brother, and he's like, no, like come on, it's like, cut it out. And then he finally pulls the blanket off, and he's like, oh, gross. He's not wearing any underwear.
He hits the lady with a fucking condom on her head, like shoots it at her. And that kid, I forgot his...
Like, she walks it out when he's making out with the bag, the punching bag thing there. But he's all excited he's gonna go down and have sex with the girl.
And then she's like, you want dinner? He's like, yeah. And they're like, it's so awkward. I've had a lot of those, I think, in my life. Like there's the one where I've told on here before, but I'll tell again, is where I remember jerking off at night. We had like Skittermax, and I was like fucking going to work on myself. But I left the door open because I was like, why shut the door? Everyone's sleeping. And then I look, and I thought someone walked by, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I was like, I look in the hallway, you know, wet dick in hand, and I'm like, nope. And I finished my business, and you know, I just soak it into the rug and tap it with my socks, whatever. And then I go to sleep, and I get up in the morning, and I'm eating breakfast. And my mom, she's like talking about a sale that's going on at Sears or some shit. She's like, oh yeah, that sale at Sears should be pretty good. Hey, Jesse, by the way, you might want to close your door next time your stepfather got up and see you masturbate when you were in the middle of the night. Anywho, that's Sears sale. Oh man, it's going to be a good one. Just in the middle, and acted like it was normal conversation. Just fit in the middle of the Sears plug and just kept going with it. And I was like eating my cereal, and like I must have sat there with a spoon to my lips for like 20 minutes, just staring off, going, "What the fuck just happened to me? Why? No." So then I just got a picture like, how much did my stepfather see me yanking my crank? How much did he see me really get into it? Did he see my climax? Was he stopped in his tracks for a minute? I don't know what happened.
Did he stop and step back into the shadow and try to race you?
He's like, well, race boy. Oh my god! You want to play Ghostbusters? Whoever gets the ectoplasm loses.
You're just about to come, and all of a sudden, just something hits you on the side of the head, and you just see you look over the shadow. There's just a smile.
It's just Cheshire Cat teeth. Just a smile like Cheshire Cat. Or just out of nowhere, just over my shoulders, I'm coming. I'm like, ah! And then just like, I didn't even know he was there. And he's just an inch away from my face, into my ears, like, that's right, boy, you come. Oh my God.
How about the rest stop scene? Hey, little buddy.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're next.
Glory hole.
Glory hole. Dude, we gotta make a movie with the glory hole. Oh my god!
The second time I watched it, I realized the two that came out before them, the guy who would have gotten his dick sucked was all like discombobulated, like his shirt was all undone. He was like all like he had just had sex, and the guy who would have sucked the dick was like I didn't notice that the first time.
He's going and just coming to the toilet paper, and it's just like moving towards him. He's like, little buddy, hello. And
So good. And later when they're in the prison, and he's like, Lance was like to Ian, he's like, "Oh, you're pissing in public. You got over it." And the guy's there from the glory hole. He's like, looking at him.
That a boy.
That a boy.
Oh, he's crying at the girl's stall. That girl's like, "Give me a hug." And she's taking a shit.
Shit. Yeah, she's like, no.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. And just plopping plunkers in the bowl.
There's so many like silly things in the movie it's easy to miss stuff because it's just the can of purple. It's like, oh, it really does say purple. The old man scratches his leg, his nuts are hanging out.
Yes. You want a can of purple? And I think we actually have grape soda in the house at the moment. So I think I said it the other day, I was like, "Give me a can of purple." And then my wife's like, "No, you're pre-diabetic, you fat fuck."
Purple for you.
At the end, when the guy the hillbilly in the truck that shows up, and then when Ian has the gun and he lets him hit Lance, he's like, "Yeah, Lance, let him punch you once. You did have sex with this girlfriend." He's like, "Okay, just not in the nuts." Then he punches him, and he's like, "Wow, what a punch! I think my kids are gonna be retarded."
When his girlfriend fucks him with her, he's like, "I think I got gum in my pubics."
There was just so many good stuff.
Dude, this is a hidden gem. You gotta watch this movie, Sex Drive. It's fucking awesome. Comment your comments if we missed anything that you think you love about this movie, and you're like, dude, like this fucking made me laugh. Oh, you forgot this scene or whatever, and we'll hit you back. But yeah, I say this movie holds up from. I didn't see it not too long ago, like I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I can't remember how long I've seen it. I don't even know the math. But anyway, I didn't see that too long ago. From then to now, still holds up. I give this movie a 5 dog dicks. It is fucking awesome. It is definitely in a. If I made a list of favorite movies, it's definitely on the list. Who knows? But it's a movie you can put on at any time. That's how I think of like a top list. Is like, can you put this movie on at any time? Can you fall asleep to it? Can you just put it on to make you feel good? Excuse me. If you put it on, you just feel good. And I think that chicken soup's coming back to get me. And so I give this 5 dogs. And I'm interested to see. I already think I know Slopdogs. So, Bone, what say you?
All right, so like I said, I had never seen this, so I have no nostalgia for it or anything. And sex comedies, like as you guys know, just isn't my thing. Like usually, like I liked Apple Pie. It was okay. Miss March was I'm not sure if I'll ever watch Miss March again. No offense,
That's
just
blasphemy.
I'd watch it with you and hang out. You know what I mean? When you guys wanted to watch it, that's cool. But I don't think I would actually sit down by myself and watch Miss March again. I felt like it was a little over the top and stuff. But that being said, this movie just felt so much better. Like it felt organic.
I'd like to write a movie like this, right? This would be a movie that if you wrote,
this is something like we would write. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it just felt so organic. It felt 90s. It really felt like where Miss March was, everything was outrageous. And every scene that was happening was outrageous. And the characters were so outrageous that they almost didn't even, it was just so much energy that it lost something. It lost the joke. It lost the build up to the punchline. Where this was like felt like normal kids, and the normal kids just fucked up shit kept happening to them, and they were and it was like, oh my god, how is this happening? And it was just over and over. It felt very organic. The dialogue with the friends, there was a bit of drama in there. You felt like, and it was good, solid writing. It was a fun
kid. What about the friend?
Arc.
How cool is that friend who's like a ladies' man or whatever, but didn't go after that girl because he knew he liked it, and he's like, "You're my friend, and even though like I can have her, I know you like her, and I can't do that to you, man." I'm like, wow, what a good character.
That's
that
a real
guy
friend. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I absolutely love it. I know you guys told me that when we first started this podcast, there was 2 movies that you guys always talked about that I had never seen, Miss March and Sex Drive. And so I watched Miss March and I was just like, it's okay. And I know you guys absolutely love it. And I think it's okay. But this movie was phenomenal. Like, I loved it. I will watch this movie over and over. If there was a movie that said, name Tasteless adjacent as a movie, it would be Sex Drive. It was a perfect movie for this podcast. I give it 5 fucking dog dicks.
Yeah, 5 fucking dog dicks. Woo-woo! And if that's those fucking those angry fucks, and we love it. And it's a great. And I don't know that kid's name either. I forgot his name, but he's in Hot Tub Time Machine and shit. Remember that actor's name?
Oh yes,
Yes. And Slopdog, I don't even think we're gonna ask, but we might as well. Slopdog, what say you on the Sex Drive?
I absolutely love this movie. It's over the top. It's so much fun. Every time I watch it, I laugh at something. I laugh at something different. Like, because there's so many good parts. It's not like you're just waiting for it to get to like the funny part. You know what I mean? And how sometimes you're like, okay, it comes up after this. There's something funny like constantly happening. And it's like, I don't know, it just makes you laugh. It's enjoyable. It's the same thing. Yeah, I could watch this movie anytime. I give this 5 dog dicks. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, like it's like Bone said. I can see what he's saying. Like, I love Miss March, but I do understand how you can be like, some of it was over the top. It was maybe made.
It was
maybe
like
it
too much.
You know, all right, we're doing this just to be risque, you know. This movie flowed. It felt nice.
Yes.
It was just like nothing was like felt forced. It was just like, this is great. Not that Miss March was, but this movie just had a good flow to it, and it just. Oh man, it's like a warm cup of buttermilk. Yeah. It's gonna make me sit up and beg for it. Yep.
Yeah, Miss March wasn't bad or anything. It just, I felt like they smothered the punchlines of all the jokes because the build-up was supposed to be funny to the punchline. Where this, felt like normal kids trying to go get laid. One kid's trying to get laid. His friend's trying to encourage him. They're kind of lying to the female friend, saying about grandma because she tagged along by accident, and he likes her, so he's too embarrassed to say, I'm trying to have sex with this girl. So how the fuck he was going to solve that, who knows? Like, he had no plan. And it just felt like outrageous things happened, and they were completely surprised these things were happening. It was supposed to be just, to them, it was supposed to be just a normal trip, and these outrageous things happened, and they reacted. So it was like a nice build up to every punchline.
Such a great movie. We highly recommend. And so I don't even know. Bo, 5 dog dicks, right?
We all this is the first movie that we've all given 5 dog dicks to.
Yay!
So it was a straight 5 dog dicks. This is the highest rated movie we've given any movie. It's not my favorite movie, but I think it's a phenomenal movie. I think it is the best sex comedy I've ever seen. It's really good.
Bone said, "It Tastes Jason was a movie. We sex right, baby." I don't know, man. Even though you're in the podcast, I want to put that as a quote. I feel very. It makes me happy.
What we say about ourselves.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm my biggest fan. My wife's like, I know. Ugh. She wants to kill me today. But so and you got any facts about this movie, kid?
Yeah, I was just gonna drop some facts. So this was released October 17th, 2008, just in time before the world got fucking woke. Budget was $19 million, which is crazy, and it made $18.8 million, so about 50% profit. IMDb gave it 6.5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes audience gave it, critics gave it 46%. Audience gave it 58%. Metacritic gave it 49% out of 100. Google gave it 4.1 out of 5, and Letterboxd people gave it 2.7 out of 5. So overall, Tasteless Adjacent gave it 5 dog dicks. So fuck you all.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker.
And it was directed by. Okay, so another one of these. It's Shane Anders, right? Like Shane Austen.
I don't know.
Remember, like Frodo.
Huh? Yeah, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean. It's Sean Austen, right?
Yeah, Sean Astin.
All right, Sean Astin. Fuck, I can't remember his name. So Sean Anders is the director. Phenomenal director. He did a bunch of films that I know I personally love. I'm sure you guys love too. He did the Daddy's Homes films, Horrible Bosses, We're the Millers, That's My Boy, Hot Tub Time Machine, She's Out of My League, Instant Family, like just so many great movies.
Oh, dude, Hot Tub Time Machine's great. I love those. I love That's My Boy, and what was the other one you just said? That was a real good one.
She's Out of My League. I've never seen.
We're the Millers.
We're the Millers.
We got to do that one. That's a good one.
The Daddy's Home movies are always good. I love those movies.
Daddy's Home. I like part 2 for Christmas. But yeah, I think it holds up. It's good.
Also, this was loosely based on a true story.
What? Sex Drive?
Nope, never mind. That was the movie I watched by accident. So I watched a completely different movie, the movie we're going to be reviewing next, and I sent my notes, the picture of my notes, to Chowder and Slopdog, and Chowder writes back, "Hey kid, wrong movie," and I'm like, "Fuck!"
I'm like, that's the week after, dude.
Next week's movie is based on loosely based on a true story.
And just in time for Thanksgiving, we're going to do Planes, Trains, Automobiles, and yeah, it's a fucking good one. And I don't know, there's one scene in the movie I'll talk about next week, but anyway. So yeah, man, check us out. You know, I don't want to beg, I don't want to whatever. If you like us, man. Spread the word, dude. Tell people you like it. And like I said, it's a hang. # join the club. We're the ECW, motherfucker, of fucking podcasting, baby. There's WWE, there's WCW. There are 2 fucking heavyweights, but they had no idea. There's a rumbling of an underground fucking wrestling promotion that people loved. If you loved it, you loved it. And if you knew, you knew. And that's us, motherfuckers. We ain't these rich celebrity cunts. We're fucking for the people, of the people. # ECW of podcasts. And
I picture that you're staring in the mirror right now, kissing your muscles.
Probably.
With a
kissing where?
With a best
kissing
around.
where?
With a best
kissing
around. So follow
This is the Jason podcast. All right, yeah. Anyways, guys, let's plug this shit up and get the fuck out.
Check us out on Instagram, on X, but we haven't been updating on X because it's all sex bots. So Instagram is really the place we kind of just we just interact with people, have fun. We've had a couple more interactions. Thanks, guys. A couple emojis and stuff from Sarah Likes Adventure, and always one of our bigger fans. We appreciate you. And we had 2 hits from Romania. So whoever's listening in Romania, keep listening. We love you.
Oh, man. Eat some lettuce. Wait, was romaine lettuce? Does that count? Ah, fuck. Now we lost them.
And check us out on YouTube at
p1ipoo.club. We'll bring you to the YouTube page. And that's where all the video versions of Tasteless, it's just basically just us, this podcast, but just put to a picture. But it's like if you want to listen on YouTube, you can listen there. Some sketches and shit are up there as well. Old chicken songs. At p1yapoo, at p1ipoo, Instagram.
You're doing it
X.
too, see?
Yeah, I'm a cunt. And p1ipoo.club, p1ipoo on Instagram and X, and Tasteless Jason on Instagram. And then
yeah, we check both. Give a comment. Give a if you have a question for us or you want to rate the movie with us. Give it. What? How many dog dicks?
Rape. Yeah.
If you want to rape the movie if you want to meet the movie with us. Give it a guess. Tell us how many dog dicks you give it.
Yeah, how many dog dicks you throw to the field, or when you miss a spot, you got, hey man, oh, what about this spot? You forgot this spot, or you love us thing we talked about. It's interaction, baby. Maybe one day we'll do like a call in or whatever. If we get big enough, but that's thinking
about some merch too. So let us know. Would you guys want some merch? Did you want a shirt? A Tasteless adjacent shirt. It'll be something dirty. A sticker,
I say
you know
this.
What I mean? I think we're gonna do stickers soon.
Oh man, we gotta get really big for this. But I want. If you ever see it online where you got a mug and the handle kind of looks like a C, and people write they put dark black, like a white cup, dark black on the handle, and they put UNT on the cup, so the cup says cunt. I want to make a cunt Tasteless adjacent mug. It'll say cunt on one side, and the other side will say this mug is not tasteless. It's Tasteless adjacent. Boom, motherfucker! Sell it out! I'll probably buy it all. All right, we're dragging on too much. So everyone, go visit Grandma. So saith the shepherd. So saith the flock. Oh, we gotta. Then we'll be. Good night, everyone. We'll be watching Porky 2 sometime soon in the future. But yeah, toodaloo, motherfucker.
Night, everyone.
Oh.
Hello, little buddy.
Hello, little buddy.
What are you, some kind of dog dick? Dick.
I went to Sticky Sensations yesterday and I got a Black Forest cake honey mash a coconut
Of course,
honey,
you went to sticky sensation.
and a
What is that, a
raspberry, and a raspberry honey as well. So I can like put the Black Forest in my caramel, black tea, and in my oatmeal. My raspberry goes in my oolong, and the coconut just goes in everything.
Woo! Woo! Oops, sorry, my gay alarm's going off.
His boat's a hobo.
Holy fuck! What causes those sticks? A fucking dick in her mouth? Holy mother!
Listen, I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee. I can't drink coffee. I don't like the taste. And I can't drink energy drinks anymore because if I drink too many energy drinks, my heart starts palpitating and my arm starts hurting. So I gotta go to tea. Tea's my only thing.
We need Rex. We need Rex to tell you you're a hobo.
My God. Did you ever
I'm
see
gay
the
by
movie Rock?
association. Honey, we'll make lots of money.
You are my nasty girl. And I want something. I don't know the lyrics anymore.
Put it in your stink hole.
Honey. All right, let's do this.
Ian.
Okay, let's do it.
Not in the butt.
Yeah, not in the butt.